Clay Shirky is a writer about the effects of internet on society. In 2009, shortly before the Iranian Revolution, he gave a TED Talk about how cell phones, Twitter, and Facebook can make history. His argument is still valid today. Let's take a look.
Whereas the phone gave us the one-to-one pattern, and television, radio, magazines, books gave us the one-to-many pattern. The internet gives us the many-to-many pattern.
In following the argument, he asked the following question, which I've kept in mind as I've put this talk together.
And the choice we face, I mean anybody who has a message they want to have heard anywhere in the world, isn't whether that's the media environment we want to operate in. That's the media environment we've got. The question we all face now is, how can we make best use of this medium, even though it means changing the way we've always done it?
Less than a year ago, we saw the power that social media possesses to change the world during Revolution 2.0, a series of uprisings in the Middle East, commonly referred to as the Arab Spring. Most significantly, the world watched as the Egyptians tweeted their struggle to overthrow Hosni Mubarak and ultimately succeeded. Out of all the uprisings in Tunisia, Libya, and Syria, Egypt was exceptional because the world watched, but no intervention was needed. The Egyptian people were able to band together and defeat Mubarak. However, this was not the usual case. For example, during the uprising in Libya, international organizations such as NATO had to get involved and help the people in order for them to achieve success. You may have heard of the Green Revolution in 2009. It was the period following the controversial Iranian elections when millions of Twitter users used one click to add a green overlay to their profile picture in order to show support for the Iranian people. Millions of people were informed about what was going on in Iran, and the opportunity arose for people to get involved during the Green Revolution. The enthusiasm and willingness to help was there, but nothing was done, and Iran is still Iran. There's a pattern to social media's involvement with world affairs, a circular, cyclical pattern. New media, such as Facebook and Twitter, should be a means of working towards a goal, not a stopping point. The cycle begins when an event sparks the world's interest. People start tweeting and hashtagging about it, and before long, almost everyone is aware of what's happening. But then the cycle starts over again because nothing gets done. For example, when you drive by a homeless person and think to yourself, "That is so sad, I wish I could help." But you usually don't help, or you'll just throw $1 at them. It's a cycle of evaluating a situation, getting into the idea of what's going on, and helping, but then not actually taking that enthusiasm a step farther and doing something to help the situation. It's almost like the enthusiasm gap that political campaigns refer to, except instead of voter turnout, we're using it to describe the lack of progress being made to assist those around the world in some need of help. The ideal pattern to have is not circular but linear. You want a starting event, a lot of enthusiasm and service, and then ultimately a successful ending point. Right now in Syria, the government is cracking down on the citizens. No reporters are allowed in, so the only information we have is from YouTube videos uploaded by Syrian citizens. Unarmed people are getting beaten, injured, killed, and thrown in jail all day, every day. People are scared to go to hospitals for fear they'll be arrested for having taken part in a protest. These innocent people are being tortured for trying to make a difference and make a change. The worst part, we're standing idly by, watching this all go down, and nobody's helping. We're watching through YouTube, we're reading tweets and statuses, and we're so connected through social media, more connected to a crisis than we could have ever been before, but nothing's being done. Syria is our chance to break the cycle, to not just watch, but to get involved and help the Syrians achieve success. What people don't realize is that one hashtag, one video, one status is nothing. It's not money, and it's not assistance, and it's not saving lives. It's not actually doing anything. Yes, awareness is great, but we have to actually do something with that awareness, with that enthusiasm and willingness to help. Thank you.